Welcome, KSL Gang. Welcome KSL gang. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my complete morning hygiene routine. In the past I have been asked to do this. I've been holding off because my routine is so simple. I learned the older that I'm getting. I'll be 35 in April, but in my early 20s I did experiment more with skincare and different hygiene care products, and to me that irritated my skin a lot, and I wasn't thinking back then. I'm like, oh, that product's not working, let me add more products or switch it up. So I was really doing a lot that I didn't supposed to been doing. So around 29 years old, 30, I started taking it back to the basics. I'm like, let's just see. So when I use less product but my routine is still sturdy, it worked better for me. I didn't have inflamed skin, I wasn't drying out too much, my results were better. Because I'm like, you gotta think about way back then, especially when we was getting our hair done, all we did was wash our hair, grease our scalp, and maybe do like a press, and our hair was just growing with like the minimum products. Even my hygiene routine back when I was a kid and teenager, I mean, we used a sturdy bar soap and body wash and was thoroughly clean. And now I know it can get confusing with what to use out here because it is so much products out there now. I'm sure now a lot of us have a routine that actually works and that we do every day. I'm telling you now, the hardest part in my routine is probably my oral care. That's the most detailed part of my hygiene routine. Everything else is pretty simple, and products you can find is easily accessible. And I had to include my oral hygiene because I do that the first thing before anything. I can't just show you guys the shower routine because I do my oral routine first, which starts around 4:30 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. For the most part, I get it done at 5 a.m. depending on what I gotta do for that day. I just want to show my routine to show that you can be thoroughly clean with minimum products. Like I said, when I started getting more into different hygiene care products, I was using 8 to 10 products per shower. I'm like, I know it don't take all this, which it didn't, but you know, I was just exploring and disrupting my pH for no reason. I keep my shower routine simple, but then I have more fun with my actual layering combos. So this is everything I do to prep myself to get ready for my layering combinations. Okay, let's jump in. Like I said, we're gonna start off with the oral care. The first thing I do is oil pulling. I've been oil pulling a little over a year. I started January 25th of 2023. Now I do floss, but that's more of my nighttime routine. I floss really good at night, and I just recently added water floss into my nighttime routine, and I really like it. So I can just jump right into the oil pulling when I get up. So I oil pull with the Guru Nanda coconut and mint pulling oil for 2 to 10 minutes. I always go to 10 minutes or a little over. Now a lot of people, they use organic cold pressed coconut oil, but they do take more time to get liquefied in your mouth, so you're gonna have to switch for like 20 minutes, which is fine if that works for you. But I love using this one because it's already liquefied and it has other essential oils in there to pull out the bacteria and to have fresh breath. So after oil pulling, I spit this out in the trash, not the sink, because it can clog your pipes. This has done wonders for the gums. When I used to poke myself with toothpicks or anything in my gums, it used to take forever to heal, but now that I keep up with the oil pulling, it might last for a couple hours or an hour if I do injure my gums like that. And it keeps the plaque away, keeps the plaque off. So I've been loving it. You can find Guru Nanda products at Walmart. Even TikTok shop has them now. It seems like oil pulling has been getting a lot of attention lately. I also have most of my oil products that I use in my Amazon storefront. So after oil pulling, I go into brushing my teeth. I'm not too picky on toothpaste. Right now I'm just rotating between the Hello Anti-Plaque Plus Whitening toothpaste. It's fluoride free with tea tree and coconut oil, and also the Parodontics toothpaste, which is really good for your gums, helps keep them strong in your teeth and prevents any bleeding and helps with whitening. This is one of the best toothbrushes I have ever tried. I've been using this one for over a year, the Guru Nanda Better Gum Toothbrush. Now I have always used soft toothbrushes that claim to be soft, and it still feels a little bit rough on the gums and the teeth, but this one, it is so fluffy. It is so gentle, and you can even brush a little harder and it's still going to be very gentle on your gums. And I think this was actually made for people that got braces or people that had dental surgery, gum surgery, anything like that, and they still have to brush their teeth. This toothbrush is amazing. I'll never go back. When I first started buying this toothbrush, it was so easy to find. You can just easily get it. Now it's always on back order. You'll get it like in a couple of weeks, but it's so worth it. And Guru Nanda has a variety of toothbrushes, so make sure it's the butter on gums toothbrush. And at $1.30 something, I'm always grabbing at least 4 or 5 when I order them, which I did the other day. I only have like 3 backups left. If you get the Guru Nanda oil pulling, it also comes with a better gum toothbrush. And in the middle of brushing my teeth, I use a tongue scraper. And I know sometimes a toothbrush can come with those lines at the back to clean your tongue, but I feel like the tongue scraper really gets your tongue clean. Then after that, I go into mouthwash, which I use the Guru Nanda concentrated mouthwash. Their products are top tier. Once I tried that oil pulling, I started trying out other products of theirs. So with this mouthwash, you can use it up to 300 times, which I have not counted because I think sometimes I use way too much, especially if I'm in a rush. You only supposed to use 6 to 8 drops. You're supposed to dilute it with about a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of water per 6 to 8 drops of mouthwash. And it does last a long time when you use it like that, so don't be like me, but I have been getting a little bit better with that. So after that mouthwash, you can be done, but then I go into this mouthwash, which is just completes my oral care routine. It's a whitening mouthwash which has peroxide and I believe just a mouthwash on one side. I do like that it does not mix together until you pour it in, so it's an interesting design on it. Some people do not care for this design, but you just put your cup right there and tilt it and both of the liquids go into the cup. But I love it. Another mouthwash I want to add, which I do not use all the time unless I just want a really strong scent. This is the Dr. Tishner peppermint mouthwash. This is a classic mouthwash. It's been around forever and I always have to have this. As you can see, I'm almost done with this. I went on Walmart earlier and ordered another one. This is strong. Do not use this at full strength. My husband did that and it completely took away his taste buds for like a day or something. I mean, it will burn the heck out of your mouth. You definitely want to dilute this. I mean, the smallest taste of this mouthwash mixed with a full cup of that top with water, it's still going to be really strong. Now, the only way I use this with full strength, like a really little bit, you have like a little toothache at the moment, it could numb it for a while, but it's such a good mouthwash. Moving on to the shower routine, the first thing I do when I get in there is wash my face. Now, I just switched over to the Cetaphil. Do y'all say Cetaphil? The Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. And I think this one also has a face moisturizer, but I just been using a face wash. I have been using Clean and Clear for the longest time, and I just decided to switch over to this one about a month ago, and I've really been loving it. It is nice and gentle. It does not have any type of scent. So if you're sensitive to different creams or face washes with a scent, this is really nice. It's not drying or anything when I finish using this. Next, I go in with the Dial Gold Bar. This is what I mean when I say I took it back to the basics. This is my main source getting thoroughly clean. I can use this bar everywhere, even sensitive areas, with no irritations or anything. I go between this one and the Dial Refresh and Renew. The thing about the Dial soap, they do dry you out. I know for me, it dries me out. It feels drying like I was stripped from moisture, but I still use because I feel super clean when I use this. Like I said, something I used long ago and just stopped using it for the longest, but started back about 5 years ago. But I do notice the Refresh and Renew is not as drying as the Gold Bar, and they're both antibacterial soap, so that's very interesting. So after the Dial soap, I go back and wash with Dove Original Beauty Bar. Now this one's going to replace my moisture that I lost with the Dial bar soap, but also gives me just an extra boost of cleanliness, which the Dial done by itself, which I didn't have to go with Dove. I use because it gives me my moisture back in my skin, and I can also use Dove everywhere, even sensitive areas. So after I use my soap, I pick a body wash. Now I have about 10 body washes in my shower right now, but for the main 2 body washes, I use the Soft Soap Oat Milk and Comforting Vanilla, which I have talked about, and also the Naturium The Glow Getter Multi Oil Body Wash. wash. Now with both of these, my sis Kendra put me on. She sent me the soft soap first a while ago, and then she sent me the Naturium, which I have been obsessing over. The soft soap oat milk, this is my 4th bottle, I know for sure, and I have a backup of it. It smells so luxurious, so perfumey. And then on Naturium, the scent is very delicate, it's very subtle, but I'm not here for the scent. I'm here for the formula. When I tell you, it feels like you're putting oil or lotion on your skin, and you gotta be careful in the shower because it was slippery in there. And I do notice that it foamed up better with a loofah than with a washcloth. The formula with this is the truth. I was just stunned when I was done using this one, and I just felt my arms and my legs. It was just like silky and smooth. I'm like, whoa. So I'm like, way before I finish this, I definitely gotta get another one, and I believe this one is at Target, and the soft soap is at Walmart. And I don't apply those to sensitive areas, but everywhere else. The only body washes I can do like that where I can put all over is the Dove body washes, and that's it for the shower. That's all I use, a bar soap and a body wash. So when I get out the shower and I dry off, I like to apply oil right away to just replenish my skin with some more moisture. Now these are the oils that I use on a daily basis. I love the Vaseline Cocoa Radiant, but I also love the Walmart's version, the Equate, and I just got another one, and this is the Cocoa Divine. To me, that one smells more gourmand than the actual Cocoa Radiant. I also use the Dr. Teal's Moisturizing Bath and Body Oil in lavender. I have tons of oils, but for daily use, these are the main ones. But if I'm using another scented body oil that I'm using with my scent combinations, I don't use these. I'll use those oils. You also did not see a body scrub because I don't use body scrubs every single day, maybe 3 to 4 times a week. And the only way I can use a scrub every day, it has to be a more gentle one mixed with a body wash, like the OGX coffee one. That one was pretty gentle. After I apply my oil, I go in with deodorant. I'm not picky about deodorant either. Right now I'm just rotating between these, the Native, the Suave, and the Dove. And the Dove is the new one. It has a new scent, the Peach Blossom and Rice Milk, which smells really good. They have it in the body wash, the body scrub, and the bar soap. After deodorant, I go in with my face skincare routine, which is super simple. I use the Jergens all-purpose face cream, y'all. This is a classic. This has been out, I know, for what, over 20 years? More than that, way more than that. I purchased this one last year in February. I believe it was February 22nd. So I've been using this one for over a year, and it's still pretty much full to the top, kind of. I probably got about more than 1/3 left. A little bit goes a long way. Some people use it for a makeup remover. You can also apply it and then remove it, or you can leave it on overnight. I love to use it overnight as well, but if I'm going to use it in the morning time, I use a really small amount so it can absorb better. It's a pretty thick texture, that's why you don't need that much of this, and it's a big jar. It's 15 ounces for like $4. So this is what I call getting bang for your buck. I want to say I want to add serums and other products later on, but for right now, this is what have been working. And just for an everyday lotion, if I'm not going anywhere, no combinations, I always use the EOS Vanilla Cashmere. Okay guys, that's going to complete my morning hygiene routine. This is everything I do before I get to my fragrance combination, before I start layering. I know this is simple, not a lot of products, especially in the shower, but it really works for me. But I definitely have more fun with my layering combos. Let me know some of your favorite products that you use in the shower, out the shower, that you just have to have every time. And I'm not saying if you use a lot of products that's a lot, because that's your routine and that's what works for you. Everyone is going to be different when it comes to what they use in the shower, out the shower. At the end of the day, as long as you're satisfied. But if you haven't already, subscribe and join the KSL gang. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey KSL gang, if you love cooking and watching cooking videos and super easy recipes, make sure you check out my main channel in Keke's Kitchen. I'll see you over there.